and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched 8 strong innings against the Baltimore Orioles in Orioles Park, allowing 3 hits and 2 walks for 1 run. No homers, though, and 7 strikeouts, so certainly a better return to form for Jay, considering he got the win for the first time in probably like 3 weeks. So let's get back out there and do some more damage. Now, the Red Sox are 1.5 games behind the Blue Jays in the American League East race, and they are 3 games ahead of the Rays and another 2 ahead of the Indians in the wild card. So we are looking pretty good going into, or midway through the month of June, I guess. We're almost at the halfway point of the season. But, nothing really heats up until after the All-Star break, so let's keep going at it and continue to perform strong out there. Maybe we'll get that All-Star invite. And just so you know, Jason had a little bit of a slip, but we are still second in the voting for starting pitcher in the American League, so here's hoping we get that invite to the game this year.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
All right, I'm not going to bore you guys on this one, but I am going to work on this.
Next level.
Well, that's kind of disappointing. I mean, put in the effort to get the gold, and I didn't get any benefit out of it. What a shame. Let's keep going. Okay, so... All right, now we have a regular training session. Okay, that's fine. Home runs per 9, literally don't care in the slightest. 4th pitch, still got plenty of room to grow on it. Batting, I don't do any batting anymore these days. Speed, durability, fielding reaction, and I'm almost capped at reaction. That seems like a bit of a waste. So I think I'm going to go cut, break, and hits per 9. Seems like a good way to go. Get that cutter sliding a little more. Okay, so looks like we are going to play against Jason's one-time, very short-duration team, the Washington Nationals in Fenway. So Jason has played against the Nationals a grand total of 6 times before, 5 as a starter, but he only has a 0-3 record against them, and he has allowed a 4.55 ERA and a 2.87 WOBA against him. So, not the best record, but hopefully Jason has grown enough as a pitcher and as a player, and he's in front of a better team that will allow him to perform a little bit better out here. So we are going to go out here and get it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Washington Nationals and the Boston Red Sox. Interleague baseball comes your way next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
All right, first pitch of the game. Make it a good one, Jay. Let's get it.
First pitch on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term
little
memory.
tap
you have to let it go,
with the
get it going back in the right direction.
change up. So we're 0-2.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
And the pitch. Breaking ball
Okay,
just misses
curveball
the
breaks a
inside
little
corner.
teeny
Game time
beany
temperature
bit
here
of
at even 60
outside.
degrees.
So Teeny beanie. Let's give him a cutter high inside, see what he thinks about that. Giving him all slow stuff so far.
The 1-2.
Ooh, and that was what he was waiting for. He was just a little bit early on it. So instead, let's go low, slow, and away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
All right, bouncer over to Jose Abreu, who's waiting.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Victor Robles digging in now.
Center fielder number 16.
One time right now.
Victor Robles.
Okay. What you call for?
One time right here.
Curveball.
Hey, like again.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a curveball over the
Okay.
inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Then go for a high inside fastball, 2-seamer.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
The
I like
0-1.
it. Let's go for it.
There's a fastball that just misses.
Good
Ball
spot.
1. Robles.
Good
stands at
spot.
even
Didn't
6
quite
feet
catch the
tall,
corner,
a right-handed
but it
batter
wouldn't have done
and
much for him if he
thrower.
had
This is the 6th
made
season
contact.
for him in the big leagues.
Curveball again. Okay.
Hey, one away.
All right. All right.
The 1-1.
Go inside half.
Taken. strike
There.
2.
Right on the black.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
You be the judge, as they say.
Good one right here.
And then a changeup. 1-2 pitch. Right on the black. A little low, maybe. I like it right there, I think. Swing and a miss. Get off my plate, sir.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
Eric Hosmer, I believe. I think he was still on the Padres when Jason made it up to the majors. He may have been dealt to the Nationals already by then. I don't recall. It's been, long time since I've done those episodes.
Ready
And
with the first
the
pitch. Here it comes.
dynamics
Down
of the
the third
series
base
kind
line.
of lead you
This
to
gets
not
foul.
pay so much
It's
attention
0-1.
to your teammates so much as the other guys.
Hey, let it fly, let it fly.
But be that as it may,
Left side.
Eric Hosmer on the Nationals certainly has been one of
Throw in
Jason's
time, and the side is retired.
longtime foes. This is now his 17th plate appearance, and he has a
Nationals gone in
career
order. And now the Red Sox
455
get their
WOBA,
turn.
which
No
translates
score.
to a 1.145 OPS. But today, it's just a harmless little ground out.
Here's Jed Jerko now, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to,
2 runs run
get a
across
big
in the
inning
bottom of
started.
the first, so Red Sox hand Jason a little bit of a lead going into the bottom of the second, or the top of the second, excuse me. Let's keep going.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a 2-seam fastball there,
It
but
dips a
this
little
is just
down,
foul
and
over the plate for
Jed
strike one.
Jerko taps it. Jason's 2-seamer is not really a proper sinker. That one has more downward motion, and this one is a little more to the arm side.
On its way, the
But,
0-1 pitch.
Same idea.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just reached.
All right,
threw
well,
a
2
high
fastballs,
fastball right by him.
2
He didn't
swings and
stand a
misses.
chance.
He was late on that one, too. And you're calling for an inside fastball off the plate. I'm going to give it to you. And hopefully not going to peg him.
Inside.
All right, well, 95 miles an hour, that's not nothing.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner. And I mean,
All right, well, let's go cutter outside then. See if he'll go for it. Hopefully a little more break, a little more bite.
And 2 strikes.
Tapped it, but not quite where I wanted it. So let's try a change up for a change.
Here's another 1-2.
Swing and a miss.
Swung on and missed for the
There goes Jed Jerko.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
Francisco Lindor, this is his first plate appearance against Jason, formerly of the Cleveland Indians. Found his way to Washington, I suppose.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself
A
into
little tapper on the changeup, and I believe he was late early on that one. Somehow I can never quite tell when they tap these ones. And there's a tapper on the curveball.
Bases are empty.
He was late on, so let's go ahead and drive one, cutter, high inside, see if he can make it.
Comes back with the
Well, he took it.
fastball for strike 3 call.
And that's going
There
to
are
ring
2 down.
him up, have a seat,
every
and
pitcher
get
looks to
comfortable.
get off to a good start. And I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Plays that one now.
Batting second.
Trace Thompson, again, another first-timer against Jay. Don't remember what team he's off of.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Trace Thompson digs in as he takes a called strike on the black.
Take a look
It's
real
0-1.
fast because I
He'll work
have
on
the
keeping this top of
flexibility
the
to
second
do so.
alive.
In our world, he spent half the season or part of the season with the Oakland A's and then most of the rest of the season with the Chicago White Sox.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh,
Lifted down
slider.
the line and left.
Going, but
And
falls
no one will track
foul
it
along
down.
the left field
Bases
line,
are
so
empty
he
here
was
with 2
early
men out.
on that guy. And you want the same thing again? Okie dokie. Oh, I don't like that one.
Line drive to center field.
Ugh. Fortunately, Barney Saltzman,
is
I
gonna
believe that's
have
Barney
room out
Saltzman,
there as he puts this
is out there
away
in
to
center to
retire
pull it in,
side.
and we are
Nothing across here
okey
this
dokey.
half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Nationals nothing. Striding into the box, John Ryan Murphy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Okay, we're still 2-0 at the top of the third, so let's keep going. Gonna go two-seamer outside. I forgot what my man, Mr. Blake Swihart, called for. And I don't really care on the first pitch.
Takes a look at one catching
95
the
over the
corner.
middle. John Ryan Murphy just takes a look at it. This time I think I'm going to go cutter away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate.
And he just watches that one go too. So good eye on him. Low fastball is the next call.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece
Taps
of it
it.
here, but it's chopped foul.
And he was late on it. But the call is for an inside off the plate changeup.
The 1-2.
So I'll go ahead and give it to him. See what we
Misses for the second ball.
have yet to
That was
peg
a
anybody
changeup,
this
so
year,
there
but
really wasn't
that got
any
dangerously
intent
close.
behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight
So
changeup.
having given him one inside, I'm going to go ahead and risk it for the biscuit with the low Showtime slider away. Come on.
Now we're
Swing and a
swinging
miss.
as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Batting 8.
Anthony Rondon, another player who has had a number of appearances against Jason.
One out now.
This will
In
be
now
his
is
11th
Anthony Rondon.
plate appearance today.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He'll start play with that average down in the low
Presently
230s.
got a
5
300
homers
batting
and
average and a
19
263
driven in.
WOBA, so it's all singles.
All right, come on now. One time.
Here's the
High
0-1
cutter
pitch.
is what the call is.
Away
Swing and a
and
miss. He was late on it,
Let's go.
but the call now is for an inside corner changeup.
Come on now. One time right here.
And after two cutters, it's probably the right call to
Nothing in
make.
2 count and the pitch. Good changeup that
Just
time,
off
but
the
he
plate,
wouldn't bite on
but
it.
he doesn't swing
Love
at
the
it, so good
execution
for
of
him.
That changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Now the call is a curveball, bottom of the zone.
The 1-2.
Gonna throw it.
Is
Swing and a
swung on
miss.
and missed, strike 3.
Ring him up. And that is now
He's looked great on
5
the bump the first
strikeouts
few
after
innings of
2
this
and
game, and
2/3
I
innings.
think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Break's not as
Coming to the
impressive
plate
on
now,
that as it has been in the past. Jason has had about 12 inches of break on that curveball at times.
That he hits better against
But,
southpaws than he
you know,
does against
It's
right-handers.
not about how much break it's not about how many inches you have. It's about how you use it.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball
Okay,
that just
high
misses
inside fastball. Off the plate does not get a swing, so that's ball 1. Call is for a second fastball.
A fastball
That one's
down
low
near the shoe
and gets
tops.
no swing, so we are 2-0.
Hey, have a red.
Gentleman's
Nationals have
name
yet to
is
crack the
William
hit
Alston.
column thus far.
Rookie baseball player, so again, first timer against Jason.
Get your pitch.
Gonna go change up on him.
Hit on the
And he
ground
taps
to
it over to third base
Devers
where
gloves it.
Rafael Devers is awaiting, and Jose
Easily
Abreu
inside
picks
his
it up
retire.
for the out.
9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Travis Jankowski, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this
Oof,
one in the
that
8th or 9th inning.
slider slid a little more than I wanted it
Slider
to. I was
down
hoping for it to
low
be
for
a
a strike.
backdoor slider, and it didn't. It just came right after him.
High, let it fly.
Hit on the ground.
That one's right over to
Oh,
shortstop,
look at
and I
the
believe
sliding
that's
stop.
who?
Save. That was a big-time stab. That was just too much
Shortstop
speed getting
is
down
Sue
the line.
Lin today. I was going to say Raul
Hey, listen,
Mondesi,
D-Lo, they're
but
not going to complain at all.
we apparently are doing more of a platoon thing with our shortstops here now that we got rid of,
That's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
now that we
There
got
hasn't
rid
been a
of,
fight in the bat rack
what's
per
his
se,
name?
Dan, in this one, I don't care what not.
Tip of my
I don't care
tongue.
if it's a swinging
Woohoo.
bunt or a home run into the street. This could get the
So
offense
that's a base
going.
hit for the Red Sox or the Nationals. So breaks the no-hitter in progress. Not that is that I was trying to notice it.
In now, Victor Robles. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles.
Hey, let her fly.
Okay, 1-1 count, man on first. Call is for a slider, but I think I'm going to keep him honest and try to throw over. Like I noted last time, Jason has yet to pick anybody off bases.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right.
And that's a nice little short line drive to right field into the gap.
As there are 2 aboard now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch.
Okay, so we got men on first and second with no outs. That's not fantastic.
And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well,
so Nationals doing their best to come back in this one.
He'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
The 0-1 on its way.
Swing and a miss on the changeup outside, and now it's 0-2. Eric Hosmer at the plate.
Good strong ball. Turn 2 for you right here.
What's your call? Low fastball?
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep.
I don't think I buy it. I think instead I'm going to go inside corner curveball
And he got it.
and ring him up. Get off my base.
Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors.
Couple faces we may well see in the big show sometime.
Now batting, Jed Jerko looking to put the ball in play here.
Okay, so we got 1 man out, men on first and second. So the book move here is to go for the double play.
Let's go. Give it right here. Let's go.
First pitch
Not
of
try
the
to strike the
at-bat.
man out.
And that changeup.
If I
makes
get a
him jump
strikeout, that's
swing and a
fine,
miss.
but
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Come on, big guy. See her this one.
try another changeup, same spot.
And this one's
Not so
downstairs.
much.
It's a ball and a strike.
That's fine, though. Jason still rocking the Jesus look.
Jankowski at second. Robles is over at first with 1 away.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Hey, get your pitch here. Square it up. No, that's
Fastball close.
Right
Didn't
there
get
on
it,
the
2-1.
corner, and the ump
Boy,
isn't
he better
seeing
get
it that
together
way.
here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's
Oof.
falling behind now. 3-1.
Okay, they're telling, you know, Jason, it's okay. Calm down, buddy. You're good. You're good.
Wait for a good one. Drive it.
What do you want? So we've gone change, fastball change. I'm going to go ahead and throw a curve. Going to risk it.
He's set. Here's the 3-1.
Oof.
Line drive
That
to
one is a
center
line
field.
drive shot to center field,
Is there 2
but Barney Saltzman is making his presence felt out there. That's another great running play from him out there.
And now for Washington, Francisco Lindor. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Francisco.
Okay. 2 outs. Men on first and second. Call is low outside fastball.
Hey, one time, right now.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now, huh, kid?
Hey, let it fly, let it fly.
Looking
Same
to wiggle
spot,
out of this.
curveball.
Here it is. Hit
Tapped
hard
over to
third.
Rafael
That one
Devers.
cleanly, and the
Gets
two-out threat
it
will
over to
not
DJ
come to
LeMahieu
pass
and
as
gets
the
him
inning
out
is
to
over.
keep them
Mets leave a
from
pair.
scoring
They
in the
trail
inning.
things Here 2-0.
Not bad.
Trace Thompson digs in. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Trace Thompson.
So after a little excitement in the last inning, we come back out. Boston is now up 3-0.
Hey, we got no outs. Hey, come on, baby.
But these
pitch
things can
coming,
turn
here it
around
is.
quickly, so Jason is going to have to remain on top of
Swing
his
and a
game
high drive to right
and
center
preferably not
field.
give up any
Abbott
shots like
ranging
that
back,
if he can
and
help it.
Just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
But that one
And he
just
is
off
into
the
second base with a
Williamsburg
leadoff
fence.
double.
So up until this
Barely
point,
inside
they've had
the
to
park,
bite and
Trace
scratch
Thompson
for
knocks
every
himself
single
a
thing,
double.
but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Just in front of that bullpen. What did I tell you?
Captain John Ryan Murphy.
Standing in now, John Ryan Murphy hit high.
John Ryan Murphy
Down the
cranks
straightaway
one,
left.
and that one's out of here.
Back, but he can't
Not
get it as
quite.
it's
Off the
wall.
top of the fence, but that's another double.
He's in at second, safety.
And that's an
As a run
that's an
also
RBI
comes in to
double for
score,
John
making
Ryan
it a
Murphy. So
two-run
consecutive
ballgame.
doubles from the Nationals
Man,
put
it's
him on the
like
board
deja
3-1.
vu all over again. Two
Man
well
on
hit,
second with nobody out.
back-to-back doubles
And
that
Jason
bring in a
finds
run.
himself
This
in a
one
bit of a
ends up
pickle.
going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely.
So
getting
that's
some good
two
swings against him.
Dangerous fly balls off of Jason Parham pitches. So we need to start pitching a little more cautiously out here.
Squared up.
Hey, no one down here.
2 balls and no strikes.
Doesn't go
to
for the
Anthony
changeup.
Rendon.
Low out of the zone.
Remember, he was a
2-0.
strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten
Ooh,
that one out.
another good, hard connecting hit.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
Call is now for a cutter away,
3-1.
and that just cuts
We all
way
know this guy is
outside.
a great hitter in a 3-1
And I'm thinking if we
count,
walk this guy,
is
then we
just
walk
what
him.
he's
But
looking
I would
for.
rather not
He
give him
loves
anything
to
that
hit
he
when the
can
count's in his
mash.
favor like this.
So I'm going to go slider. I'm going to use some showtime. Put it on the inside corner.
Knee-high
Called
slider
strike.
that he takes a look at.
That's why this guy
So
is
it's
great.
now full count.
Never misses
3 and
over the heart of
2.
the plate. It's got electric
Call is
stuff,
for
but the
changeup.
pinpoint control
Bottom
to
part of the
all
zone.
4 quadrants.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
And that's a grounder, but it slips right past Sue Lin at second. Shortstop, excuse me. Now we got men on first and second. Or excuse me, first and third.
Now at the plate, William Alston. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim.
And these
last
guys
time.
got a little rally going.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down
Oh,
left field
William
line and
Alston
deep.
wants to go yard on that
And
one
this'll
that's
wind
center
up a
cut.
foul ball.
Here we go.
Now the 0-1. And
Ball
1-1
that
as this
flies
one's in on the
inside,
hands.
not so much.
1 run, 5 hits.
There
And
goes
no
slider
errors so far
outside.
for the Nationals.
Ow, right off of Jason.
On the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to
Oof,
get an out on
that
an unusual
sucks.
play. And hopefully the
Alston
pitcher's
gets
okay.
a fielder's
And this has
choice.
to be a
Man
big
comes
concern
across to
here.
score.
This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign.
That stinks.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Travis Jankowski. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Come on, baby.
So they've got 2 runs across now.
From the stretch.
Swing and a
Swing
miss.
just
Low
behind a
fastball.
lively fastball.
This is a tough
Jason
guy
hopefully
right here
not
to get
too
into
shook
a
up
double
after
play.
getting pegged
He's
there by
fast
the
and he swings
comebacker from
the left
William
side, so
Alston.
out of the box, he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here because
Ooh,
very rarely
Travis
are you gonna
Jankowski
get
having to
this
jump
guy
out of the
grounded
way
into
on
a
that
double
one.
play.
1-1.
Hey, we we got one here.
What are we going to do? Curveball outside, perhaps?
Hey, let's go now. One time, one time.
Lifted into the air out
Bloop
towards center
single,
field.
or excuse me, a bloop
Has
fly
a read
ball,
on it.
center field.
That's the second out of the inning.
And there's our man, Barney Saltzman, out there. I'm taking notes out here, man. He's looking really good.
Into the box now, Victor Robles. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle.
So Robles misses the changeup or doesn't swing on it.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit the other way.
Another
out toward
fly ball, right
Moving
field this
under
time.
Abbott.
This is, who
He
is
makes the
that?
play,
Eric
and
Abbott out there,
that'll
our
end
rookie
the
from
inning.
last time.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Boston's out in front, 3-2.
You'll recall that from last time that both
First baseman
what's his
Eric
name?
Hosmer is in.
Andrew
Leading things off
Benintendi
here in
and
this
Jackie Bradley
1-run
Jr. are
contest.
out with months-long injuries. And unfortunately, we got to make do with the outfielders that we have, which are a couple of rookies. So we got Mikey Montook, I think, out in left field. Not a rookie, of course, but we have Barney Saltzman, center field, and we have Eric Abbott, both of whom are rookies, out in center and right field, respectively.
First pitch.
And we
on
got,
its way.
who is it? Randall Romero, normally our
it's the most important
right fielder, I
pitch in the
think,
game, Matty.
is currently
It
playing
puts the
designated
on the
hitter.
defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1,
Ooh,
your head's
little
on swivel.
swinging bunt. Falls short.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one
Call
out.
is for, I think that was a low curveball.
Here comes the
Not
0-2
liking
pitch.
that pitch,
Swing and a line drive.
but
this
he
gonna
is
get
late on
fouled.
it. So
Hey, you can do it. No one better.
gonna go change up low outside.
Swinging bunt
Come on,
to the
Jay, get
mound.
that one.
Throw to
There
first
you
gets
go.
him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Don't have to wow the world every time, Jay. You just need to make the play and get the out.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Second baseman, Jed
Okay, so Jed Jerko back to the plate.
One time, right now.
Here's the
Jed
first pitch
Jerko
to
is a
him.
guy, I think
And that one
I
just
think I
missed
remember him from the
outside.
Reds, if I remember correctly. No, Cardinals. Didn't play against the Cardinals all that
2
many
runs,
times
5
in the
hits, and no
uh,
errors so far for the
National League, but I
Nationals.
do remember that we had one heartbreaker where he took one deep.
Here we go, guys.
Unless I'm misremembering. Again, with over 100 episodes at this point, it's hard for me to remember every single thing that we do.
Hey, we got one.
Get your pitch and drive it, kid. Here you go.
Okay, I don't like that call. He was early on that pitch, so I'm going to go ahead and step off. Think about it for a sec. Try it again. It's early on that one, so I'm going to go same spot, but I'm going to go curveball.
Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball
Twitches
2.
at it. Doesn't swing.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Hey, let's go, kid. One time, right here.
He had good timing on it. He just didn't want to execute on one that was out of the zone, which I don't blame him for.
Hey, have a rip right up there.
Go in with the cutter.
3-1.
That one kind of remains on the inside and goes a little high.
3-2s are scored here in inning number 6.
Let it fly. Let's go, right here.
Okay. Two-seamer on the outside half.
Full
He
count
clips
now.
it, but he's early on it. No, he's late on it. Honestly, I would get this right sometime, sooner or later. There will be a day when I get it right. This is not that day. Swing and a miss.
And missed. He got him on
Jed
strikes.
Jerko, 2 strikeouts on the day.
So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the
Jason,
leaders
redeeming that
in
ERA a little bit from
And as
last
you can
time,
see,
or
he's
rather
right up there,
the
fourth
Rays
in the
game where he
AL
gave
in
up
that
5
category.
runs.
Now
Not doing himself
Francisco
too
Lindor
many
now.
favors by
No
giving up
hits
the
in
2
2
earlier,
trips to the
but,
plate for him in the ball game.
you know,
Matty, he checks every
so
box.
far,
Charisma,
2 runs in 5 2/3
smile,
innings. That's
hits from both sides
better
of the
than
plate with
better
pop,
than a quality
defense,
start
you
rating.
name it. GM's dream right here.
First pitch of the at-bat
So
on its
change
way.
up inside,
And
drops
that one
out.
stayed too
Ball
low,
1.
apparently.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
Call is for an outside fastball. Sure.
Hey, your pitch right now.
The 1-0 home.
And that's a grounder over to Two-Way Lin over at
The
shortstop.
outfield grass. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
And that's the out. So that's 6 innings in the books. Quality start. See if they hold Jason in. They do. So Trace Thompson out on the mound, or on the plate.
His last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boston goes up another 2 runs to make it a 5-2 ball game. Jason is now still firmly in command.
Bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a
Cutter
knee-high pitch that catches the
slips
zone.
inside for the first
Objective number
strike
1 right here
at 80
is
pitches
finding
after
a
6
way to
innings,
get on
which
base. So
says to
I'm
me
not
they're going to probably
surprised to
pull
see
him after this
taking
one,
on the first pitch there.
even if he manages to
Grounder down
keep
the line
guys
to
off the
third,
bases. It's
but
just
that'll get
an
fouled
awful
with
lot of
0-2
pitches
now.
for one outing for a starter in this day and age.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go.
And now a pitch on the way.
I mean,
Takes this the other way to right.
longtime
Gets
fans of the
down
game,
and
of course, will know
got himself a base
that
hit.
used to
So
be the
leadoff
case
hitter in the
that
inning reaches safely
starting
for the
pitchers
Nationals.
almost always finished the
Hey,
games they were
excellent job
in.
right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We
And,
cannot stop. Nobody can make an out.
To
We
be
have
honest,
find
pitch
a
counts
way
weren't even
to
a
put 2
thing
men,
that
maybe
people
3
thought
men, put
about
some pressure
for
on this defense.
most of the history of the game until about the late 80s, early 90s. So, you know, and it wasn't a consideration in terms of how long they left their starters out until the 2000s when research began showing that longer or greater pitch counts led to more pitcher injuries. Relievers were just kind of guys that you had out there in case your pitcher started getting hurt out there. You didn't have a whole lot of relievers on staff because the job of the starter was to go out there and throw the whole game, not just the first 5-6 innings.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Now a ball.
There's a grounder,
This could
Sue
be
Lin,
two.
over to DJ,
LeMahieu
over to
on
Jose
first,
Abreu, and that's
the
2
very last
outs
thing they
for
needed
the
at this
price of
point in
1.
the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
And Anthony Rendon
1 for 2 on his
comes
line
to the
so far
plate.
in the game.
Third baseman.
Down 3, 2 away, base is empty.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
First pitch.
See what he can
on
do
its
against
way.
Jason.
And that one right down
Center
Main
cuts
Street.
one with a cutter. Not ideal, but it is what it is.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7.
Go ahead and try a slider. We got plenty of showtime. We might as well use it. Showtime away.
Good
Swing
tight
and a
slider
miss.
there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, this
Hasn't gone
boy
low,
messing
slow, and
around
away.
right now.
Well,
Attacking his zone,
sliders really
showing
aren't
a lot
that
of
slow of a
confidence.
pitch. It's like, a little
Line drive to
and left
left.
field.
Is there,
That
and he'll make
is
the catch to retire the side.
still,
Nationals
not
go
Randall Romero,
quietly,
but Mikey
and the
Matuk out
deficit
there.
remains
That's
5-2.
7 innings in the books. So we'll find out how long they leave Jason out there. He might have another inning left in him.
At the plate,
Yes,
William
indeed.
Alston.
They're leaving him out here for the 8th, so let's find out if he can hold it together.
Well, I've been very impressed.
Still
with how
up
this
3
starter's about
going
his
into
business.
the top of the 8th.
Really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead
Okay.
from his offense could have really helped settle
Low
him in.
fastball
And
taken
he
for the
lays
first
off a
strike.
pitch in there for the first strike.
And we got cutter away, I'm calling.
Here we go.
Now the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's
Does
off the
not
plate,
go
1-1.
for it. That's fine.
Go out here.
Curveball is what I'm thinking too.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Anyway, my point is
He sends it the other way toward right center.
starters have been throwing fewer and fewer pitches
To his left as he puts it away
as the
in
years
alley.
go on, and
First
relievers
out
have
of
been
the
playing
inning.
more and more of a
Getting
role
late.
in the game
Eighth
to the
inning
extent
now
that
from
you almost
Fenway with the
need
Red Sox on top as you get a
10 to
look at our
12
game's line
pitchers.
score to
You
this
know, you
point.
need 5 starters at least, and then your 6 or 7 relievers. And that only leaves you about
Digging
3
in
or
at the
4
plate
spots
is
for
Travis Jankowski.
relief guys
It was a
in
flyout
your
for him in his
fielding
last trip.
positions, your lineup.
Hey, you got one.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch
Travis
hit in the
Jankowski
air
tries
down
to
the right
yank
field
one,
line.
crank one,
And
launch one to
foul.
right field, but he pulls it a little too much. Go low, slow, and away with the change.
Here we go now.
The
Oh, I
0-1
don't like that pitch so much.
That
That
misses
one goes a
wide.
little too
1
far
ball,
away,
1 strike.
straying far from home. Two-seamer. Jason is laboring a little
Looking
bit,
to drop
tries
one
to
down,
bunt,
but he can't make
but that
contact.
one goes a
1
little
and
too
2.
far outside as
Both
well,
teams with
and that
6
one
hits
doesn't
so
go
far.
anywhere near the zone. So,
Big guy.
call is for a curveball low corner. We'll go for it. And that is a strikeout on Travis Jankowski.
Registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone.
Not
with
bad.
strikes.
8
And right now,
strikeouts,
we're
8
seeing a
innings.
lot of
So we
swings
go
and misses
4,
and a lot of
an even,
strikeouts
solid
and no
9.
walks either.
Can't go for 10 at this point unless they leave him into the 9th inning. But hey, 9 innings and or 9
Yeah, they don't
strikeouts
have a lot of
in
outs
8
left to
innings
work
would be
with, so it's time
fantastic.
for
8
someone
in
to make
8
something
is
happen.
is
They're
good.
going to get back into this thing.
Here's the one. Here we go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's
Okay.
a fastball that just misses.
Comes out a little outside, not so much. Two-seamer outside as well. Let's go.
That's
That
wide,
one's
2-0.
outside as well.
We're in the 8th
So,
inning now of a 5-2 ball
call
game.
is for two-seam challenge pitch. I don't like it so much. I'm going to go
Two down.
change up.
Here we go.
Change
And that gets over. So 2-1 now.
Pitch call there, 2-0.
Jason's getting tired, of course, because he's thrown 97 pitches today.
Change up in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Most pitches he's thrown in a while, actually. I think they've mostly pulled him after 80 or so recently. But at 98 pitches, we are entering into some of his longer outings at this point. Swing and a miss for Victor Robles. And that will end the inning, and I imagine that'll take Jason out of it. So with 9 Ks in 8 innings, that's looking pretty good for Jay. See how he does tonight, if they leave him in or if they relieve him.
Tony Zitch comes
And
on
there's
from
the
pen.
closer, Tony Zitch, out there to close out the game for Jason. Not a bad outing. 2 runs on 8 innings. I'll take it. So we'll find out if they can pull it back. Survey says
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Well, it was another strong outing for Jason today. Pitched for 8 innings, allowed 6 hits and 2 runs across, but collected 9 strikeouts and got the win. He is now 7-4 on the season and 35-30 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.45. His FIP is at 2.24, and his xFIP is at 2.58. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.